I'm going to describe an object, and once I'm finished describing it, I'm going to call on one of you to guess what it is, so please listen closely. They're everywhere. They're in the ocean, grocery stores, our homes, on the streets, in the woods. They're thin, flexible, easy to use, and an extreme convenience to our everyday lives because they help us carry things from one place to another. However, this convenience comes at a huge cost to our environment. Does anyone have a guess as to what it is?
Plastic bags?
Yes. Plastic bags. Plastic bags are a huge lifesaver in times of need. However, we often don't know the horrible effects that plastic bags have because they've become such a normality to our everyday life. However, if we continue to use plastic bags at this rate, the environment will continue to suffer. This evening, I'm going to present to you a proposal that argues the U.S. should focus their attention on minimizing the harmful effects plastic bags have on the environment by incentivizing the use of easy-to-use, store-bought, reusable, non-plastic bags. This will be done at large chain grocery stores and clothing stores. We will ban plastic bags and paper bags at large chain grocery stores because this will encourage customers to purchase a reusable non-plastic bag. If this proposal is used effectively by the government and enforced, I foresee the environmental effects due to plastic bags will be lessened and people's mindsets will be changed. To begin, I'm going to present to you some statistics on the prevalence of plastic bag use in the United States, and then I'm going to go into the specific mandates of my proposal, who will administer it, how it will be enforced, how much it will cost, and where the money will come from. The Clean Air Council in 2015 reported Americans use approximately 102.1 billion plastic bags per year. However, what they also reported is that of this 102.1 billion plastic bags, they do not biodegrade. Instead, light breaks them down into smaller and smaller particles, and these smaller particles therefore end up contaminating our soil and water ecosystems. They additionally reported that less than 1% of 102.1 billion plastic bags are recycled each year. That should spark everyone's attention. Less than 1% of 102.1 billion plastic bags are recycled each year. Additionally, the Clean Air Council in 2015 reported that once these particles have contaminated the water, they are ingested by filter feeders at the bottom of the food chain. So, to put this all into perspective, we're essentially hurting ourselves because we are disposing these plastic bags. And since a previous speaker already mentioned, we are at the top of the food chain. So once we have contaminated the water with plastic bags, we are actually ingesting biotoxins. In 2015, an organization called Love Our Earth reported that 90% of all grocery bags are plastic and less than 5% of Americans are using canvas, mesh, or cotton bags. This needs to change. Only 5% of Americans are taking positive strides to combat the use of plastic bags in our nation. Jamie Wagner, a researcher for the Health Guidance Organization in 2015, stated that the actual problem is disposing of plastic bags. Where do we put these plastic bags once we've used them? In a landfill, or they are burned. And once they are burned, they emit toxins into the environment. So either way, they're very harmful to our environment. Let me go into more detail on the harmful effects that plastic bags have on our environment so we can all agree on why we should ban plastic bags from our grocery and large chain clothing stores. The Northern Territory Environmental Protection Authority in 2015 reported that 1, they are a danger to animal life, 2, they're floating in our oceans ecosystems, so they're a huge threat to ecosystems all over the world. 3, litter costs billions of dollars to clean up, especially if we're not disposing of plastic bags correctly. 4, there's a loss of resources, and one particular statistic they had was that, say you use a plastic bag one time, likelihood of you using it again is probably slim to none unless your parents or somebody in your house are huge recyclers. So once you use it one time, it takes hundreds of years to biodegrade in landfills. 5, greenhouse gases continue to increase, which is, as we all know, very harmful to our environment. Additionally, they stated that Each plastic bag uses about 4.5 times the amount of energy it uses to create a green bag. And you have 3 times the amount of greenhouse gas impact by using a plastic bag than you do by using a green bag, so we can all see the benefits of using a green bag, reusable bag, in comparison to using a plastic bag. This brings me to my proposal. The federal government and state officials grapple with the complexities of the environmental impact of plastic bags throughout our nation. So I'm suggesting that they implement a policy that focuses on decreasing the number of plastic bags used, and also paper bags, because we all know that paper bags is a result of cutting down trees. So instead, I'm going to be eliminating all plastic bags and paper bags in large chain grocery stores and clothing stores. Instead, they will be required to sell reusable bags within their stores, so the customers can purchase them if they forget to bring their own from home. But if they do bring their own from home, that's great. However, if they bring a plastic bag or a paper bag from home, they will be charged 10 cents for each plastic bag or paper bag, because currently throughout the nation, I don't know if all of you guys know this, but a lot of places are already charging 10 cents per bag if it's plastic. So that's just to go along with what's already being implemented into society. So how much will this cost? One great benefit of this proposal is that it does not cost any money. So another thing about my proposal is that who will implement this? State officials. State officials will be required to do inspections as to see if the large chain grocery stores and large chain clothing stores are actually abiding by this proposal. And if they are not abiding by this proposal, if they still have plastic bags and paper bags in their store, or if they're not charging their customers 10 cents for each plastic bag or paper bag that they brought with them, they'll be charged $500 that day on the spot. And then once they continue to be inspected, the charges will increase and go on. So in turn, the government could actually be bringing in money instead of losing any money if the companies do not comply. So in conclusion, I hope you all know that they are far more than just a convenience to our everyday life. They are something that's extremely negatively impacting our environment. And this policy will enable customers to not only feel good about making a difference in the future of our environment, but also is making a huge difference for the future of our children, our grandchildren, etc. So next time you pick up a plastic bag, I urge you to think more about the story and cost behind a plastic bag and instead invest in a reusable, biodegradable bag. Thank you.